Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to my class. This is going to be a really fun one. So if you don't know me, my name's Mary Ellen, and I am the face behind Planning with Bumble, and I am on Instagram, Facebook, and especially YouTube. And I love teaching people how to use happy planners in creative and functional ways. So we have a lot to cover today, so I just want to jump in and get started. First off, if you didn't know, this class is about creating making a colorful statement in your big happy planner. So the good thing about the big happy planner is there's so much room to decorate. And that is why I love it so much, because I can still be functional. And at the same time, I have a lot of room to just put color all over my page. Now, a lot of the time I switch between neutral spreads, between bright spreads, between pastels, and sometimes even like black and white or monochromatic spreads. But honestly, if I'm being completely honest, my favorite is bright colored spreads. Like, I love them. They make me feel good. They put me in some sort of mood, during the week. So I'm going to talk all about that today. And there's so many different ways to bring color into your spreads. You can use, of course, stickers, and we're going to talk about that, but washi tape, pens and paint and pencils, I don't know, like scrapbook paper and cardstock, and really anything you can think of that's going to you be able to glue into your page, even like ephemera. There's so many different ways that you can add color to your pages, and it's not just stickers, but that's a big part of it. So I'm going to show you some examples in a second, but the way I get color inspiration is typically I find a sticker that I love. I'll flip, if I'm completely stumped, I'll flip through my sticker books. I'll find a sticker I love, and I'm going to take the colors out of that sticker and just go, for those colors, and maybe add a couple more in depending on the sticker book. But I'm going to talk about that as well. Let's see. So the good thing about the Happy Planner sticker books is they're color coordinated for you already. So most of the time you can take one book and you can just use everything in that book, unless it's a specific book like just boxes or something. But so today I'm using Happy in Action. That's one of the ones I'm using. And this one, it's all coordinated. So you could just take this one book and you can just lay down all of the stickers in this book, and it's going to look great on your page because they have chosen the colors for you. Okay, so that's one way that I decide on colors. Another way is sometimes I will go on Pinterest and I will search color palettes. So say I decide I want yellow in my spread, because that's pretty much my favorite color. Say I want yellow on my spread, I will go to Pinterest. If I'm not satisfied with looking through sticker books and figuring out that way, I'll type in yellow color palette, and then up is going to come a whole bunch of images where, you can find one yellow color palette, and it's going to have all the colors that coordinate with yellow. And I choose one, and then I look through my books and I find the stickers in that color. So another way I find inspiration, sometimes I'll find it from scrapbook paper and take the colors out of that. I might use a washi tape and take those colors. There's just so many different ways to go about it that you can really, I don't know, you can let your creativity take you anywhere. But let me show you some examples. But before I do that, actually, I'm going to show you this book that I'm using today. So I'm using the Kaleidoscope Big Happy Planner. It's 2021, 2022. So it's an 18-month planner. And this is beautiful. So look at these colors. So right away, you're going to have bright, beautiful colors. The pages are neutral, so you can add your own color to the pages and make it pop. But I'm just going to show you some of these dividers because look, they go in rainbow order, I think. Aren't they pretty? They're like marble. So again, this is called Kaleidoscope, and it's just beautiful. I am in love with it. Look at these big paint splotches. I just think it's so pretty and just really different, right? So look at all of these, just gorgeous. I'm just going to show you all the dividers because they're so pretty. And then I'm going to show you, like I said, some examples of my past spreads where I used a lot of color or used colors in a specific way. And maybe that'll give you some ideas. And then after that, I'm going to create a spread with you guys. Look at that. So pretty. So let me grab some of those examples for you. And I'm going to go real fast. And, you know, this will be available for replay later. So you can stop and pause and look, but I don't have a lot of time because I'm going to be creating a spread, you know, so we're just going to go pretty quickly here. I marked the pages that I wanted to show you. Okay, so here's an example of a page where I got inspiration from scrapbook paper. And I took, this was a piece of scrapbook paper that I cut part of it out. And then I saw, okay, there is purple in here, there's pink, and there's orange. So I decided to make those colors in my spread. So I found some washi tape that coordinated. I found some stickers that popped off the page. And oh, I added the scrapbook paper over here too, but I love this one. And what I did after that was found pen colors that matched the colors in my spread. And I made some big lettering on this page, like it snowed that day. So, you know, and that's again, the beauty of the Big Happy Planner is you are able to have room to do like big letters. And I love that so much. Okay, let's see. Okay, another example of big writing here is this one. And basically I took this whole top section and brought in some pens. And that's the thing, bringing in pens can also bring in, you know, you can take those pen colors and just create a spread around those pen colors if you want. I think what I did here is started with this sticker because I wanted to bring in lemons, and then it just kind of took off from there. I love it so much. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here's another example of bringing color into your page. This time I used printouts. So I basically printed out this Earth Day picture and just with like my Brother inkjet printer, and I just glued it on my page. And then what I did after that was found stickers that coordinated with my printout. Here I repurposed a divider. So I took an old Happy Planner divider and cut out this leaf, and it was pink and green. So I thought, okay, I'm going to bring pink and green into my spread. I grabbed the Out for Adventure sticker book and just brought it all in here. And then I found the pens that were that color and put those in. And so typically I will go from starting out with 2 colors and then maybe pull in some other stickers and then choose the colors in those stickers and keep going. And usually I'll stop with like 4 or 5 colors. Sometimes I use them all though. It really just depends. I brought some little birds up there to bring color to the top of the page. And we're going to talk about ways you can do that as well. All right, so here's an example of a lot of color. This week I decided, because I was using this, the Wrong travel sticker book, that I was just going to go ahead, and there were so many colors in these that I thought I would just bring all the colors in. And sometimes you do not have to choose your specific colors. You can just go in and grab all the colors that you want, and it's all going to look okay as long as they're bright colors together. And that's kind of what I did here. All right, let's check out last year's planner. Let's see. Okay. So in this spread, I brought lots of color in again. And this time I brought in photos of my pets, but I framed them with bright colored cardstock that matched the colors of the stickers in the Happy Planner. So what I did first is I picked the stickers that I wanted. And this is from the pet sticker book. And then I chose the cardstock to match the stickers. I think that turned out really cute. I also colored in these numbers at the top of the page to bring color up here. So there's just so many different ways, you know, to coordinate the colors and to bring them in. That's why I want to show you examples, because it's hard to talk about it without showing you, right? So this spread is one of my favorites. This is from the whatchamacallit. I'm losing it. You know which one I'm talking about. Oh, geez. Well, anyway, I'll think of it in a second. But anyway, this one has so many different bright colors in it that I brought in some of this washi tape, this like bright yellow washi tape. And I just love it so much. It is so pretty. And again, all the colors, right? A whole bunch of colors. And I will think of the name of that in a second. I know it. I'm just, you know, blanking on it right now. Okay. So this example is scrapbook paper. So this time I brought in a scrapbook paper that I loved, and I covered the middle, and then I pulled the colors out of that and found washi tape that was in those colors. And then I found a sticker book that had those colors in it, and it just all made sense. And then I brought in colored pencils for some of the lettering in those colors. So that's how you can really make it coordinate. Okay, and obviously rainbow spreads are always colorful and fun. And this time I used colored pencils to make like little frames at the top of the page. And I brought washi tape in a little bit strip here for each one that matched the colors here. When you're doing rainbow spreads, you basically want to take this one color and just bring it all the way down your day. So Monday's gonna be red and Tuesday's gonna be orange, etc. And I love that so much. I love doing rainbow spreads. They're so much fun to make. Okay, here's an example of all the colors and all the colors in pens, right? So this time I didn't even think about it. I used Color Me Happy sticker book, and it all coordinated for me. And I just used a whole lot of color in this one. Now, I took the writing and I made each letter in these a different color that coordinated with the stickers here. And I love that. It's just fun. It pops. It was real fun to write in it that week. So that's why I just love bright colors so much. I'm really glad that I'm teaching this class because this is so me. Here's an example of a currently page that I created myself that brought in just lots and lots of color again. And as long as you're using bright colors, you can pretty much use them all. This time I used some of those big Mambi stick letter stickers to do August. I brought in this Happy Planner washi tape with all the stripes, and then just some fun, summer type stickers. And then I could find colorful boxes that just matched, everything on my page because it's all bright. It was really easy to find those. Okay. Now, here's another rainbow spread I did. And fun fact, this was the first Michael's class I ever taught last year. And I guess it was in August. That was a year ago. And this one is pastel. So you can do the same thing as you do, for a colorful rainbow spread. You could do it in pastel as well. And this time what I did was use colored pencil, and I colored in the numbers at the top to bring those specific colors up. And I really love how that turned out. Let's see, I think I might have one more. Yeah, so here's an example of a monochromatic spread, obviously pink and black, really. And this was for breast cancer awareness. And sometimes I love just using one color. Sometimes I do. But then after I use that one color, then I want to use all the colors, So I love that, but then I want to switch. So I'm somebody who switches a lot, and not everyone's like that, but I do that. And again, bringing in washi tape of that color, bringing in colored pencil in that color, and all of that, all the stickers in that color. And it was really fun to make that happen. So there's just some examples of how you can bring color into your spreads. But I'm going to create a spread with you today, and we are going to put a lot of color in this. This is going to be a very colorful spread. I already started this a little bit because I was afraid we'd run out of time. So basically what I did to start was I took this paper pack from Michael's. I found this at the store, and it has like a whole bunch of different squares of cardstock. And I took the blue and the green and just sort of put them in this little geometric pattern. And I know it looks weird here and here, but don't worry, we're going to take care of that. So how I got inspiration for this spread was easy. I was at Michael's and I was shopping for scrapbook paper, and I found this. So it's lemons, because I love making lemon spreads and I love yellow. So it made sense for me to do this. And I decided, okay, I'm going to go off of this and I'm going to choose yellow and green. But I didn't want to just do yellow and green because this is, about making a colorful statement in your Happy Planner. So I wanted to use a lot of different colors. So then I thought, okay, I'll bring in blue. Now, since looking at the stickers that I'm choosing to use, I'm going to bring in pink as well. And I'll show you in a minute. But first, what I'm going to do here is just rip. I'm just going to rip like sections here. And this really doesn't have to be anything, you know, totally straight or anything. You want it to be sort of random. So I'm just ripping. And I know that makes some people uncomfortable, but I'm just ripping. And don't, like I said, don't bother about making it perfect. Just rip it. I'm just making some sections here. So I'm thinking that's pretty good. This one might be a little too big, but sometimes when you're ripping, you get these weird points that I don't like, but okay. We're probably going to cover that up anyway. So I'm just going to take, this is Tombow mono adhesive tape. I'm just going to take this and put it on here so I can adhere it to my page. And I'm basically going to cover up those sections where the green and the blue meet. So I'm wondering, all right, let's try this. Okay, so we'll start with this. I don't think I've actually ever done this with the card stuck under there like that anyway. So this is kind of new to me, but I thought it was kind of cool. Just something different, right? Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm going to show you the books that we're using. So like I said, Happy in Action for sure. Color Me Happy because it's like so bright and colorful. And then I might pull a couple of stickers from Summer. Oh, there's another. I have a couple of these each. Oh, and layered boxes too. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with layered boxes and just go from there. And like I said, I decided to bring pink in here just because I feel like the more color, the better, right? So I'm going to start with this box here. And I'm going to layer it over the scrapbook paper a little bit. I don't want to completely cover up scrapbook paper, but I want to like put it over. I like the look of it layered on top of there. And then I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it over here on Saturday. And again, layering because, I mean, on Sunday. I know I took a lot of space up on Sunday, so I just want to make sure that, you know, I have enough room to write on Sunday. So this is actually going to be my spread for this week. So in case you're wondering, I am going to use it. Okay. And I'm thinking I want to bring in some green. So I was looking at this before. Where was it? I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put it on Thursday. I might want to layer this with something, but I think I'm going to put this down first. Okay, so I'm just going to put it like right here on Thursday. Okay. I don't know if I want to use any other layer boxes right now. So let's go to Color Me Happy because I know there was boxes in there too. I might need to pull out both of these books. Let's see. Okay, so obviously this one is going to match the oranges. Oh, wait, there's orange in here. That's what I forgot. Okay, so I was looking at this before and I saw this pink box, but I liked it, but I also saw that there was orange in it. And so then I decided that I was going to like use orange in here too. So I've got the 4 colors going now. Okay, so this is going to match that as well. And we've got the orange here. We've got the pinks. Okay, so it's all matching so far. And obviously this one looks pretty good too, right? I feel like that's pretty good too. But I don't know if I want it to say grateful because I usually put my gratitude in the sidebar. Not always though. Okay, so I have a couple here too. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take this one. All right. I'm going to put this one. So since this is here, I think I'm going to bring this over here, which makes sense, right? Because I don't know. I just feel like it makes sense to put it there. But now I'm thinking, well, I decided that I was going to show you guys how to use pens in here too. So as soon as I put these down, I'm going to talk about that too. I'll show you what you can do with some pens here. because like I said, there's lots of different ways to bring color in. So here I have this Stabilo pen set, and it's the medium size. It's definitely not a fine tip pen. And I'm gonna go ahead, and I got this at Michael's, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna use these. So I've got my colors picked out already. The orange and the pink and the yellow and the green and the blue. Okay, so it's very tropical colors, kind of fun, like, you know, like tutti frutti kind of colors, right? So I think, and this is something you can do with washi tape as well, but I'm going to create some stripes. So I'm going to start with the pink. And sometimes I'll take washi tape and I'll fit it inside the boxes. Sometimes I also take it all the way across. It just depends. But this time I'm going to make some stripes. So I'm going to start with the pink. Okay. And I'm going to go green, I guess. And then I'm going to go blue. And yellow. And I don't know if I want to bring in orange. Maybe I do. Let's try it. Okay, so that's just a fun little way to bring color in, right? I feel like it's fun. And I feel like I want to do it in more than one box. So I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it down here. And I'm going to do it up here. And then down here. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. And when you're drawing lines like this, they don't have to be perfect. They're just fun. They're for you. It's not for anybody else. It's your planner. I always say that on my channel. I'm like, you know, it does not have to be perfect at all. And in fact, I really wouldn't like it if it was, because I like the look of like the doodles. I like it to look doodly. And sometimes I purposely make them a little wonky so that they're not completely straight. Okay. So again, you can do this with washi tape at the top of your boxes. You can do it with header stickers. Just different ways to put those in. Add in the color, I mean. Okay, so let's put those aside for a minute and get to more stickers here. All right. So this Color Me Happy book is so, for lack of a better word, happy. Am I right? Like, that's why I love bright colored spreads, because they truly do lift my mood. I know that sounds super weird, but they lift my mood. I really like these, and I think I'm going to use these at the top of the page. So the problem though, well, I do have blue, but I don't have the green. So I don't have this color green. So I'm not going to do every single, what I'm going to, here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by, I'm just going to cover the days of the week, a couple of them though. I'm not going to do every day because I don't have all the right colors. And also, whoops. Also, they'd run together. I'm not going to do all of them. You can do them all, but I think I just want to bring in color up here, make it fun and make it pop. And the good thing about these is they're on clear sticker paper, so they are translucent. So you're going to see the days of the week underneath it. So, I mean, that's awesome, right? So let's see. Do I want this color or do I want that color? I think I want this color. Do I want to do Friday blue? I guess. And then Sunday, maybe orange. Okay, so that's just like a couple of them up there that are fun and like painty, right? All right, so let's check out what else we've got here. But I'm thinking about the sidebar actually. And typically I put like a long box sticker in the sidebar, like one that goes all the way here. But this time I saw in the Happy in Action sticker book, this book is so cute. This is actually a teacher sticker book, but it's like, I love the teacher and the student sticker books too. It's not real teachery. You can use it even if you're not a teacher, which I'm going to show you. But okay, so we have these, which I thought were super cool. I just think these are really neat. So I'm going to use these in the sidebar instead of like the long box sticker that I usually do. So I'm going to put 4 of them down. Because these are the colors that we're using, right? So it makes sense. And this is just like fun. It doesn't have to be any which way. Maybe I'll cover some of the scrapbook paper here. Like that, maybe like this. Okay, so that's fun. And I think I will use that for gratitude. So I put gratitude in every single spread, and maybe I'll write one thing I'm grateful for on each diamond, or this could be my 4 priorities for the week that I have to actually get done, like goals. There's so many different things you can use like your sidebar for, and that's a whole other topic, but we're going to keep going with the color topic, and we're going to match these now. Okay, so up here in the beginning, there was a sticker that I really like. You are made of sunshine. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it down here. Pop it right there. I'm going to leave that open at the bottom because I might put something under there. So there's another one over here too. I liked this one, but sometimes if I'm using one like this and I want to sort of match it, but I don't really want it to be too matchy, I'm going to take a smaller one if it's available in like a different size that it still matches, but it looks a little bit different, right? So I feel like I want to put it here with this one. And because it's kind of like off the side from that. I don't know. I really don't have any explanation for that. I just think it looks good. So, and then I feel like it's a little awkward here, like this little space. So I'm going to join that together. And I'm going to take one of these heart stickers here, the disc stickers. Maybe it's in this one. I mean, it's in both, but I don't have all the stickers in all of them because I've been using, these are well-loved sticker books here, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to join that together. I could do it here too, but I feel like I want to do it down here. For some reason, it makes me feel better to have like a little sticker to join them together, and actually pulls in more color in that section because I've got these same colors sort of right here and here, and I want to just make it a little bit different in that area. Okay, so let's keep working on this side because I want to maybe put something under there. And there are some box stickers in Happy in Action. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these guys and one of these guys. And I'm going to put this a little bit under there. Okay. Hopefully we won't put any stickers down crooked today. I don't know. If you watch my channel, you know that that's probably not going to happen. But what can I say? Okay, I'm going to layer this. So that's under that. I love layering stickers. It makes it, I don't know, it just makes it look so much better. And I love clustering as well. So this is a little bit of a cluster. I'm going to put this down. Whoops, I'm going to bring it over that a little bit, I think. So I'll bring it up a little here. Okay. All right, that's slightly crooked, but I'm going to leave it alone. It's not too bad. And then maybe we use some more of these. So let's see. I saw in the back these ones. They're like quotation stickers, which I always love. I think they're fun. And since we have so many colors in this spread, like, let's just make it fun, right? I think we should make it super fun by bringing in like these fun stickers here. So I'm going to maybe put that over the green just a touch. And by the way, after this, I am going to punch out that. I know that that's there like this. I need to punch that out, and I will. I will. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use some more of these, I think, up in this area. Now, I want to cover this weird section there because I don't really like it hanging out like that. So let's get more stickers. And I'm thinking more of the pink and the blue together makes sense. So let's see. How about one that says life is beautiful? Why not? Because life is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to use this one for Saturday box. And I know I am putting it a little bit into Friday, but when I am like planning in my planner, like I know that it's for Saturday. I know that it is. I'm going to bring it up actually and put it over there a little bit so that I'm able to cover this with this one. Okay, so this. Okay, so it's looking really more colorful, don't you think? I think it's looking great. Okay, so let's keep going and grab, let's grab another one of these, I guess, and put it down in the other corner. Okay, so let's take a yellow one and pop it down here in that corner, and that's for Sunday. I also want to bring in some lines. If you watch my YouTube channel, you know I like using the Happy Planner checklist stencil. So I am going to put some lines in here, and I could do colored lines, but I think I might just stick with black lines because it's sometimes hard to color or to match the colors. Now, that's another way you can bring color into your spreads. If you do use the checklist stencil, you can use colored pens like in the colors of the spread. And I could do that, but I already have these lines here, and I feel like that's just going to be a little too much for me. So I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to get, let me see, where is that pen? I'm going to use a Sharpie S gel for this. You can get these at Michael's. And I'm going to go ahead and just make some lines. I don't always use the check boxes. Sometimes I do, but I find that if I just use the lines, for me anyway, that it feels more versatile, because then if I don't have to-dos on that day, or if I don't have enough to-dos for the week, then I can, you know, write in like what I did that day, or write memories or whatever. I'm going to put some up here. When you're using this, just make sure you're pressing down hard, because, and sometimes you have to wipe it, because otherwise you'll get like pen transfer to the other side of the page, and we don't want that. Okay. And I'm going to do here, I guess, here. Yeah. And this was really meant for the classic Happy Planner. They have these see the lines on the side meet up with the Happy Planner lines for the classic vertical, but I like how it looks here with the space. I don't know, I just like it, so I do it. All right, now let's take a look. It's not completely balanced. We obviously are going to need some blue over in this section, I think, and that's typically what I do. I'm all about balancing color. However, I don't want it to look too symmetrical, so there's a fine line, but I definitely feel like some blue needs to come over here, because the only blue on this page is here, and this page has 3 blues, right? 4 actually. So we definitely need more blue. Well, we have blue up there too, but we need more blue. So let's grab another plain box and maybe layer it on top of that one. And that's kind of what I do. I go back and forth on the one side of the page and the other, and then I sort of look at it and think, what is missing on this section? You know, what color needs to be over here? And you can make a spread where it's like not completely balanced, and it can look good. You don't have to always balance, but like I feel like in general, you know, it ends up looking better if you do. At least my spreads anyway. Where are those? I feel like, do I want a bigger one? I don't know. Let's see. are fun. Birthday celebration. I guess I'll just use this one. For this, I'm going to overlap these lines a little bit. I think it'll look cool if the lines are like coming out from the box. So I'm just going to do that. All right. So that's cute. And let's see. Let's bring in, it's missing a little bit of green. I realize that. I think I want to bring another box. This looks a little boring here to me. So I want to bring another box in here. So let's grab like this little blue box here, because orange and blue are opposites on the color wheel and they look real good together, you guys. So if you're ever unsure, that's a little, is there something on that? Oh, well. If you're ever unsure, like, should I put orange next to blue? Yes, you should, because like, it looks really good. And then that's like blue on blue, but I kind of like that there. So you can add other boxes to these layered boxes. And the layered boxes, you can even cut out the box and not use the other layered part. There's so much you can do with that sticker book. There really, really is. Okay. In the Color Me Happy book, I saw some little accents that I want to put in here. Like this, happy day. You're going to have a happy day if this is in your planner. Guarantee. No, I don't guarantee it, but I think you might. So we're going to put it down here because come on, how cute is that? How cute. And I'm thinking, I saw these arrows in here. There's arrows, and I'm a big arrow fan. I know that sounds really weird, but I love arrows. And I thought these are like the colors of the spread. So I thought this would be a good way to bring in some more color in places that need it, right? So I feel like we need a green because we need more of the green. And I'm going to just take this one. And do I want green? See, I'm also thinking we need orange over here too. All right, wait, let me hold up on the green and grab an orange, because there's a lot of orange right here and here. There's really no orange here except for this. So let's make an orange arrow pointed towards this guy. And for whatever reason, I don't know what I'm going to have going on that day, but sometimes you can just cluster stickers together like that and it looks cute. And if you are having trouble balancing your color and you know you need other colors in there, that's a good way. Like go through a sticker book and find like little icons or little arrows or little smiley faces, and just like, or those, you know, those circles that have the little quotes on them, and just pop it down like between two boxes to bring in more color. I do that a lot actually. So over here, I feel like I need something there too. I could put another arrow there or here even. Let's see. Let me just look. And sometimes I take a step back from my spread, and I've been doing this in all my videos lately after I think I'm done, although I don't think I'm done yet, but I'll put like, I'll step back and I'll take a look at it. And sometimes if you just close your eyes or like stand up and just like look at it and see what pops out first. If there's something that pops out a lot, then maybe like you need to balance that with something else or switch it up. So I'm looking back. So I'm thinking there's a lot of pink right here. That's super pink, right? So I might need to put that somewhere. And again, with the green, we need a little bit of green. So what if I know there's like some green in the summer sticker book. Let's maybe grab a couple of things in there. I don't want that color green. I obviously want like the lighter green. There's not a lot of the lighter green, but I did see some things in here like these I thought were cool. These little flags, right? So we need green over here because we have green here. And I know some there, but I feel like there's more here, right? Because of all that green going on. So I'm going to put this here and just sort of like, where should I put it? I could put it like that, but see if I do that though, wait, I'm going to cut this down. I feel like if I do that, it's going to take up a lot of the box, but I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers, people. Really. I cut mine constantly. Change them up into what you need or want. So here, I'm just going to pop that down there, and that makes a cute little cluster, right? And and that's all the colors right there in that cluster. And I feel like that green was kind of needed and now it looks better. And I didn't want it to be too long, so cutting it down helped. Now over here, I'm thinking here we need either pink or green. Let me look. There's this, which I think is so cute, but I feel like that's too big. Like I like that, but I feel like that would be too much there. Maybe, let me take a look. I feel like it would be too much in one area, so I'm not going to put that down. You can also take these and like layer them over stickers. So you can layer them on like some sort of little quote or something. And I could do that, but I don't really think I'm going to do that. So let me just see here. I think I want some more of this light green because I have, that's like the only one like that. So I'm going to take, I could take a little arrow, or yeah, maybe I'll do that because I have that arrow there. So I think maybe it would be fun to have an arrow there. So I think I'm going to put it here probably, or here. But there's one directly across the page there. So I think I'm just going to put it here. Please, good. Okay. And then I'm thinking I want a yellow arrow there. Because there's like this big yellow, right? So I feel like we need a little more yellow here. And I'm going to do this time for this one. So we're going to emphasize this box going up like that, just for interest, something different. Okay. Let's think. I'm almost done. Now this box looks pretty empty. Up here, maybe I want something. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of orange is needed on the other side of the page. And I saw in here some orange stickers that said like, don't forget or something. Let's see. These ones. Yeah, this don't forget one. That's what I want to use. I'm going to pop it up here because it's going to give a little bit of orange color up there and fill up that space. Plus it'll be something I'm not going to be able to forget, but I don't want to forget on Wednesday. Okay. Let's look again in summer and grab something else, that green color. Like I said, sometimes I get super sidetracked when I'm doing this, but I always come back to it. So I like this. It's summertime because it is summertime. Come on. Still summer, people. And I'm going to pop it here because I feel like something's needed here and I don't know what. And I'm going to put this here and that'll bring in that green color, right? So I think that's good. Now I'm wondering, do I need anything else? I'm thinking it looks pretty good. I think it looks really good. Let me just, again, stand up and take a look at it. I think I'm really happy. Excuse me. I think I'm really happy with it. There's definitely lots of color, but again, it's balanced color, right? And it makes sense to me. It all looks good. And I think I'm going to choose some really fun, well, I'm going to choose these pen colors. So when I write this week, I'm going to like write in big letters and then fill them in with these colors. So that's going to be really fun to see like the bright colored writing and everything this week. Maybe I want to switch up July, actually. In the summer sticker book, there are some letters. Let me just do that. And that's another way you can, was it in this book? I think it was the summer one. I know I took some letter stickers out of some of the sticker books because I was making my own sticker book with the create your own sticker book thing from the Happy Planner. And I was making like letter stickers in one book. It might be in there. Let me just take a look. Was it in this book? Oh no, maybe it was the summer. Wait, did I just say I was looking at summer? I'm going crazy. Okay. I was looking at the wrong book. Is that the one I just looked at? Oh my. Sometimes my brain works in mysterious ways, you guys. I know there we go. Okay, these. So these are like the right color. So let's use these. Okay, so I'm going to take just a whiteout. This is Tombow, but you can use any whiteout tape. And the reason is because these are clear stickers, so you're going to be able to see that through there, and I don't want that. But I'm going to take these and just make July. And again, that's one way you can really change up the color, like bring the color up into that area. You do the same thing with the days of the week and the numbers. You know, you can find colorful numbers or ones you can color in with the colors. And also, I mean, sometimes it's really fun to bring in like little stars in specific colors up there, or there's just so many different ways you can do it. I pulled off a little bit white out there, but I'll probably fix that after I turn off the camera. So yeah, don't be afraid to change up the top of the pages as well. And even the bottom, sometimes you can bring color down here as well. It's pretty cool too, like with washi tape or little stickers like sparkles or anything. Wait, was this? Yeah, okay. All right, that looks really cool, don't you think? I feel like that makes it look better, like it makes it pop. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm done my spread and I love it. I love it. I hope you guys like it. I can't wait to write in it. It's going to be really, really fun to write in, I think. So, yeah, so I'm done. So I can take any questions if you have questions. Hello? I'm not hearing
I don't have any questions right now, Mary Ellen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no, I was hoping there's nothing wrong with my audio.
Okay, hold on. They're starting to, okay, I did this part. Someone asked any tips on how to keep the stickers straight?
I mean, you know, it takes practice, but usually lining them up with the lines here helps a lot. And sometimes if you turn the page and like line it up that way, it will help. But it's trial and error. I mean, it's just like experience, but yeah, sometimes it's difficult.
All right. Someone else wanted to know if you ever use stamping on your spreads.
I have. I've stamped probably 4 times, and I do like it, but it's not really my thing. It's not really my thing, but it's fun. It's fun to do once in a while to switch it up. I'm not great at it for sure, because I don't do it much. So.
Right. Next question. What's the best way to remove stickers after you realize you don't want them there?
So I use Undo, which is, let's see, it's a sticker remover. You can't get this in California. They have another option, but so basically you just take it and you put it under the sticker and it lifts it up. You can, I mean, I usually try to lift it up before I use Undo because I don't like to use it that much, although it's real easy. And then I use like a palette knife sometimes to lift them up, but you know, if it's down really good, that's really the way to do it, I think. And sometimes though, if I try to lift it up and it rips, I just cover it with another sticker. I mean, you can do that too.
All right, next question. Will you be trying out a page from the new memory planning line, the photo journals?
Yeah, I plan to do that. I just haven't done it yet, obviously, but I did do a memory planning page on my Currently page last month for my daughter's wedding, but no, I do plan to use that at some point on my channel.
Okay, and then how do you get yourself out of the funk when planning?
I actually have a whole video on that. So what I do, no, I don't know if you mean creative funk or do you mean like not using it funk? I mean, there's, you know, it's kind of the same thing maybe, but so if I don't decorate it, I don't use it consistently. So unless I'm real busy and I don't have time to decorate, which is rare, then I will use it. But what keeps me using my planner is decorating it. And that's just me. I am a creative person and I love making lists and I love being functional in my planner, but it's the decorating that keeps me using it. Now, if you mean a creative funk, basically I look at my sticker books. I'll browse, and that happens quite a lot, actually, where I'm just sitting down, I don't know, and I make custom spreads for people, and I'll look at it and just think, what do I do? Like, I have no idea. I look, I look at my sticker books, and sometimes I'll even go online and just start looking at Instagram, and getting inspiration from other planners on there, a little bit. Sometimes not even doing what they're doing, but just sometimes looking at pictures of spreads will spark something in me. But typically I have a lot of sticker books. I have like 300 or something, and I will just browse them. And also there's sticker books called Color Story, and they basically have themes in them, and you don't really have to do much. Like, it's all there for you. You've got your boxes, you've got your icons, you've got your other pictures, and your decorative boxes, all that in the same colors and the same theme. So sometimes when I'm real stuck, I'll grab the Color Story sticker book and just use one of those themes. And that always helps too.
All right. So another question is there ever a time when you don't have enough room for one day? What do you do? So I'm assuming like when you fill in with stickers and don't have enough space to write in.
Oh, well, that's why I use a big happy planner. So I guess it depends on how busy your life is. Like, my life is it's not as busy as it used to be when I had like little kids and we had the schedules and everything. But if that happens now, which like I said, it's rare, because I always allow enough room. So I always have at least one box. I always have, the lines in there in between, and I always leave some white space. So for me, there's always enough room. If for some reason there wasn't enough room, I could either remove a sticker, I can layer another sticker on top of a sticker. Yeah, I mean, those are really the two things that I would do. But again, and I hate to keep saying it, but that's why I use the big happy planner, because if I was so decorative in my classic, if I was this decorative in my classic, I would not have enough room for everything, I feel like. So I use the classic for journaling, which there's always enough room for that. But for my regular schedule, like if I have a real busy week and I put too many stickers down, yeah, that might be an issue. But with the big, I don't ever have that issue.
All right. And then the next question is, do you ever finish your sheets and then realize you don't like any part of it?
Yeah. Yes. It's rare now. Typically what happens with me is I'll start out and I'll be making the spread, and halfway through, and I'm usually filming a video at the same time. And so halfway through, I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is not going well. This is not going well. But I always save it in the end. So it's rare for me now that I hate a spread. There's some spreads that I'm just like, I don't love it. But the good thing is, so if you hate it, you can start over. I mean, you can rip them all off and do it again, but keep in mind that it's only a week, it's only a week out of your life that you have to look at this planner spread. So typically if I don't like it, I just leave it, because next week is a clean slate, right? And that's what's so great about this hobby, is that every week you get to start over again and do another new thing. So it's not like you have to look at it for a month, unless it's like your monthly spread, in which case you have to look at it for a month. But I just turn the page and don't look at it if it's that, but yeah, I mean, I would just not do anything and leave it there. And once in a while, if I really don't like a spread, I'll even write in it, like in really cute, like fancy big handwriting or something, I hate this spread. Or like, this spread is so ugly, and that's just for me. Like, I do it as a joke, because then I'll look back at it later and go, oh, I really did not like that one, So, but yeah, I just turn the page next week.
That's a good way to look at it. All right. So next question is, do you decide which washi tape to use before you start planning, or do you decide as you go?
Both. It depends on the spread. Usually if it's a real decorative washi, I start like before, if it's super decorative. But if it's a more plain washi, like a patterned one, I'll decide after. That's typically how I do it, because if it's like super detailed, it's got a lot of color in it, I'll pull the colors out of that washi. But but most of the time it's like Doring. Yeah.
All right. Another question is, when you first started with the Happy Planner, how did you overcome the urge to not buy everything all at once? What items are you glad you bought, and what ones do you wish you had waited, or you wish you
Okay.
had waited for?
Well, I did buy a lot in the beginning. Like, I was just like you, like when I started this, I mean, it is addicting. I will say it is addicting. So I started and I thought, I'm just going to buy 2 sticker books, right, in the beginning. And then I was like, well, I just need 5 sticker books. I'm not going to buy any more. And then it just escalated, like it kept going from there. I don't regret buying the stickers at all. Like, I still use stickers that I bought when I first started planning. What I regret is buying so much washi tape that I ended up having to destash and do a whole giveaway on YouTube because I did not need all of that washi tape. I didn't even like half of it. I just got addicted to buying washi tape. And at Michael's, I went to Michael's and got like all the sets. Not to say like buying washi tape is bad. It's not. I love washi tape, but you don't need like, I mean, I had a whole huge bin. Like I had hundreds of rolls of washi tape that I barely use. And so if I had to do it again, I would buy less washi, but I'd still buy it, but I'd buy less of that. But everything else, like, I don't regret. No.
I agree with that one too. Too much washi is not good.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question is, what ideas do you have when you are using a planner, but then the new planners come out and start in July? What do you use the old planner for? So like people who transition during the July planner lineup.
For me, it's a little bit different because I have so many parts and pieces of different planners because of what I do for a living. So for me, like I use them for custom spreads. Like I'll take the pages out and use them for custom spreads. I mean, you really can use them you could even use them to practice. If you're new, you could certainly use like them for practice sheets or journaling or anything like that. I mean, there's so many different things you could use them for. I just use them, like I just have them separate and then grab them when I need them for whatever. Like it's all sorts of different reasons, but yeah.
I like that for practice. Okay, that's same question. Do you have a video on your supply storage?
I'm working on that. See, I have you can tell I'm in my bedroom. So I have a small area here and I do have a certain way that I store things, but I don't have a video. I have one video, but that's old. So I don't know. I don't really do it all the same as I used to. You can go watch it. It's like, just search Planning with Bumble, craft room or something like that. And that's old. I do things differently now. The reason I don't have an updated video is I'm not done updating yet. I'm not done with the storage yet because I keep thinking I'm going to switch rooms and then redo it. But I basically use a Michael's cart for stickers. It's the Hudson cart at Michael's. It's like a big white one. And I use that for my sticker books. And then like, that's all stickers in that cart. It's right here. It's all stickers. It's sticker books on the top and then like accessory books and older sticker books in the middle. And then like other stickers that aren't Happy Planner on the bottom. But then I also use the Happy Planner sticker storage boxes. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9 lined up on my desk in front of me. And for those are the stickers I use the most often. They're my favorite ones. So yeah, I just use those storage boxes and those are really good too. For as far as the other stuff goes, I have a whole IKEA setup with Alex drawers. And I store a lot of stuff in drawers and I have shelves where I have baskets and stuff, and then I have that back there with my planners. So, but it's a work in progress. That's why I know everybody keeps asking me for that video, but I haven't gotten around to filming it yet because it's a work in progress.
Okay, next question. Do you use tabs? If so, what's the best type to find your important events?
I use tabs in my work planner. I'm assuming you mean like the stick-on tabs on the side of the pages. I use those in my work planner for like separating the sections. I just use the Happy Planner ones that stick on. So, but I just separate, like in my work planner, I separate the sections into like budget and like Patreon and all that kind of just extra stuff that I need. But as far as like my regular catch-all planner, I don't use tabs in that. I just use the months and the days.
Okay.
Well, just the months, obviously.
All right. And then someone asked, do you typically just do a week at a time? I'm assuming like planning your spreads out.
Yes. And when I started planning, and that's the other thing, when I started planning, that's one thing I do regret. I got so excited about it that I planned, a lot in advance. But then the problem with that is, first of all, if something big comes up and you want like a big, nice sticker to celebrate that one big thing, and you didn't plan for it, so you don't know where to put it, and maybe you didn't have room on that day, but you really have something big going on that you didn't know what's going to happen. The other reason I don't do that, well, I don't do it now because of YouTube, because I typically will do that like every week. But the other thing is, like, your planner style changes so much. Like, the way I plan, even from January, like, it changes and evolves all the time. So if you plan, say, a few months out or something because you're excited, which I get, then you might look at it later and go, I'm doing things so totally different now. Like, maybe you used a ton of washi, now you don't want to use washi anymore. Or maybe you had like you were sticker happy, like I was today. I was a real sticker happy day, but maybe then you decide you have too many things to plan and you have too many stickers on your page, or so I wouldn't recommend planning months in advance, but you could certainly plan a couple weeks in advance. But I don't do that, no.
Yeah, especially with new releases always coming out, you want to have space.
And that's the other thing. You're like, wait, I want to use that, and then you have to wait another month to use it. It's like, right.
Okay, Amanda wants to know, do you have videos on your channel of teacher planner spreads?
I might have one. I don't know, actually. If I have one, it's old. I don't have a teacher planner currently, but I keep thinking I'm going to get one so that I can do that. And the color block layout as well. I feel like I should do more videos on that, but currently no, because I just don't have one. So.
Okay. And then what type of glue can you use to put down paper or something besides stickers?
I use a couple of different things. I use Tombow mono adhesive tape, which looks like this. And then, and it just like rolls on. And I also use, let's see if I have it here. I use a Zig two-way glue pen for like the smaller things. Like if it's more detailed, like for tiny areas of popping up, I use that as well. Once in a while in a bind, I'll use like a regular glue stick if I can't find those, or if I run out or something. But I find that the regular glue sticks typically warp your page if you put too much on, so you have to be careful with those.
Okay. And then someone wanted to know, what is a custom spread? You were mentioning that before.
Oh, I have a Patreon, which is basically a place where, I hate saying this, but fans, so to speak, can connect with content creators that they like. And they get lots of perks and stuff, like lots of different stuff. But one of the tiers, like the top tier, gets a custom spread sent to them every month. So I do like 12 of them every month. So that's what I mean by that. And then they just tell me like what they want, and then I do what I think they'll like, and then I send it to them.
All right. And then the last question is, are you still considering doing a sticker book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know when that's going to happen, but yeah, I plan on doing it. I plan on it. This year's been a little crazy.
It looks like that was the last question. And then everybody just says we're fans and yay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm really glad you can make it today.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. Thank you, Layla. Thanks everyone for joining us today. See you at another Michael's class. Bye.
Bye.